Hi, I'm Amber Perkins, Director of Alumni Relations at the Krannert School of Management, here today with Rob Besecker. Rob is a published author, a healthcare professional, also mountain climber, and world adventurer, so we're excited to talk to him today so he can share some of his experience with us. And so let's take us back to the beginning, right? You came to Krannert to get your MBA, originally from the state of Illinois, correct?
Correct.
And played baseball and studied business in your undergrad, and then came to Krannert to get your MBA. What was that decision to come to Purdue and get your MBA from Krannert?
You know, I had looked at so many big schools for my undergrad, and Purdue was one of the ones I looked at, but I had kind of tentatively made arrangements to either go to Northwestern or Arizona State. And in the end, I ended up going to a smaller school, Illinois Institute of Technology. So I wanted to go to a bigger school for my MBA. That was one of the draws. Krannert had an amazing program, still has an amazing program. And then, so my family history, my father came to Purdue, and my mother grew up in the Lafayette area. So kind of a local boy feel to it as well. So just all the things fell in alignment, and yeah, I got a great education here when I got my MBA.
That's awesome. Well, we're so glad that you did. So then from that MBA, you went on and spent the majority of your professional career in the healthcare field. What does it mean to work in healthcare advocacy, and why is that so important to you?
You know, there was a lot of things that drew me into healthcare. So originally, when I finished my MBA, I went to one of the larger companies that recruits out here, United Technologies Corporation. And United Technologies was an amazing company to work with. I absolutely loved it. But after a couple of years with them, I had kind of looked at it, and I was going through a lot of health difficulties in my life. My family was going through a lot of health difficulties. And at the time, I was working for their heating and cooling division. And so I was trying to figure out, where is my passion? Is my passion with heating and cooling, or did I really want to make the jump and get back into healthcare? So actually, during my tenure, between the first and second year of my MBA, I actually did an internship with Hillrom, medical-based company. So I really had a passion at that time to get back into healthcare, and everything all worked out.
That's great. So let's jump then to some of your experiences outside of just your professional career. And one of those highlights is that you have actually climbed Mount Everest. And can you talk us through why that decision was made and what that experience was like?
Yeah, the simplest answer to that is I had gone through a lot of different things. So I visited my seventh and final continent of Antarctica in 2010. And there I had the opportunity to meet a gentleman by the name of Peter Hillary. And so when you talk about folklore, especially Mount Everest folklore, his father, Sir Edmund Hillary, was the first to ever summit Mount Everest. So that's where I really learned about Mount Everest and where it was geographically and more about it. And then I had a lot of health conditions that popped up in 2011. And I was invited, coincidentally, to do a hiking expedition to Mount Everest in 2012. And when I went to some of my healthcare professionals about it, they thought I was crazy. And they're like, absolutely not, that would be silly, that would be stupid, so on and so forth. And I don't like to be told no. So I think, one of the messages I love to display to people is whatever your passion is, follow it, do it. Don't let anybody get in your way. We all have to make modifications to what we do, but keep pursuing it.
That's great. So you climbed Mount Everest in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you really have not stopped. You're a venture, and you're now a published author, and you have a book out now, Everest Strong. And I want to get a word from you on what your message is with the book and what you really hope to convey to people who read it.
The overlining message is we all go through obstacles and challenges in life, whether in my case it was healthcare related, some people it's relationships, some people it's their professional careers, but we all go through obstacles, challenges, and detours in our daily lives. And no matter what we go through, we all have the ability to continue to pursue our goals and dreams and ambitions. And that's what the book is about, and that's what my talk is about. Just whatever it is, keep going.
Love it. So let's talk a little bit about what you're here to do today. So you came back to campus to speak to our students, and you will be sharing the message from your story, from your book. But in general, to our Krannert students, what would you say is the big takeaway that you hope they walk away with today after hearing your talk?
Just, to continue to go after whatever it is you want in life. Follow your passions, follow your dreams. A lot of people, especially in MBA programs, they get so attracted to the finances or they get so attracted to the titles that they kind of lose sight of their passion. And so, again, my inspirational message is follow your passion, whatever it is, wherever it takes you, continue to follow it. And if you're doing something you love and you're comfortable doing it, the money, the success, it's all going to be there.
Perfect. Well, certainly an important message for our students to hear, and we appreciate you taking the time to come back and share that with us. So thanks for being here.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Thanks, Amber.
Yeah.